Time is running out for the skies. Today, we are tracking down 10 of the most endangered birds on Earth before they vanish completely. Hidden deep within the isolated forests of New Zealand, the kakapo is a true biological marvel. It holds the title as the world's only flightless nocturnal parrot. According to official conservation data from the Kakapo Recovery Program, only about 240 of these heavy moss green birds remain alive today. Because they evolved without natural ground predators, their primary defense is simply freezing in place. This made them highly vulnerable when invasive species were introduced to their island homes. Today, dedicated scientists monitor every single living individual using advanced tracking technology to ensure this unique ancient parrot does not fade into history. The Philippine eagle stands as one of the largest and most powerful forest eagles on the entire planet. Authoritative wildlife estimates show only around 400 breeding pairs are left in the wild fragmented rainforests. With a massive wingspan and piercing blue-gray eyes, they rely on vast territories to hunt flying lemurs and palm civets. Sadly, aggressive deforestation and illegal logging are rapidly destroying their ancient nesting sites. Losing this apex predator would cause a devastating chain reaction in the tropical ecosystem, making their protection an absolute priority for global conservationists. Soaring majestically over the rugged canyons of North America, the California condor is a true ancient survivor from the Pleistocene era. Thanks to one of the most intense scientific recovery efforts in history, their wild population has slowly climbed from the brink of total loss to just over 300 individuals. With a massive 10-foot wingspan, they can glide for hours on thermal currents, searching for meals. However, they still face severe threats from lead poisoning and habitat encroachment. Every chick born in the wild represents a monumental victory for these giants of the sky. The orange-bellied parrot is a tiny, brilliant flash of color against the coastal vegetation. Sadly, current biological surveys indicate fewer than 50 of these beautiful birds remain in the wild, making them one of the rarest parrots alive. Every single year, they undertake an exhausting and perilous migration across the rough ocean waters between Tasmania and mainland Australia. Coastal development and the loss of their specific winter feeding grounds have pushed them to the absolute limit. Researchers are now carefully releasing captive bred birds to boost wild numbers and save this migrating jewel. Walking proudly across the dry open landscapes, the great Indian bustard is one of the heaviest flying birds on the planet. Current wildlife data reveals a tragic reality. Less than 150 individuals are left roaming the vast plains of India. Despite their impressive size, they possess poor frontal vision. This biological trait makes it incredibly difficult for them to navigate around modern power lines, resulting in fatal collisions. Combined with the rapid conversion of grasslands into agricultural fields, this magnificent bird is losing the very ground it needs to survive. The Bali myna is a breathtakingly stunning bird, completely wrapped in pure white feathers, with striking bare blue skin around its dark eyes. Because of its incredible beauty, it became a massive target for the illegal pet trade. Today, severe habitat loss and poaching mean fewer than 100 wild adults exist in their native forest ranges. They are highly social and vocal birds, relying on specific tree hollows to safely raise their young. Conservationists are working tirelessly to protect their remaining forest homes and implement strict anti-poaching patrols to secure their future. The spoon-billed sandpiper is a fascinating wader with a completely unique beak shaped exactly like a tiny spatula. Global conservation records show a devastating decline, with only around 200 breeding pairs left on Earth. They rely on their specialized bills to sweep side to side through the mud, catching small insects and crustaceans. Their incredible journey involves migrating thousands of miles from Russia to Southeast Asia. Unfortunately, the massive reclamation of coastal mudflats for industrial development is destroying their crucial resting stops, leaving them exhausted and starving during their long flights. For decades, the scientific community believed the Madagascar pochard was completely extinct. Miraculously, a tiny population was rediscovered, hiding in a single remote volcanic lake in 2006. Today, researchers closely monitor the remaining population of roughly 150 birds. They are specialized diving ducks that need deep, clear water to forage for aquatic plants and insects. However, severe habitat degradation and poor water quality in surrounding wetlands make it incredibly hard for their ducklings to survive. Extensive restoration projects are their only hope for expanding beyond that single lake. The giant ibis is the proud national bird of Cambodia, but it is fading away from the landscape like a silent ghost. Official counts indicate only about 200 mature adults remain in the quiet, undisturbed, lowland swamps and seasonal pools. Standing remarkably tall, they use their long curved beaks to probe the soft earth for frogs and insects. The rapid drainage of wetlands for farming, coupled with aggressive deforestation, is wiping out their preferred nesting trees. Protecting these quiet giants requires preserving the delicate balance of the entire swamp ecosystem. The Puerto Rican Amazon is a bright green, energetic parrot fighting a relentless battle against natural disasters and human expansion. Thanks to the dedication of wildlife scientists, about 200 of these resilient birds currently fly free in the wild forests. They rely heavily on large mature trees with deep cavities to build their nests. When powerful hurricanes strike the island, their fragile habitats are easily wiped out. Through intense captive breeding and artificial nest boxes, these beautiful parrots have become a powerful living symbol of nature's stubborn will to survive against overwhelming odds. From massive eagles ruling the canopy to tiny parrots fighting the odds, these rare birds need our attention more than ever. Which of these beautiful survivors touched your heart the most? Drop a comment below to share your thoughts. Please hit that like button, share this video to spread awareness, and subscribe to Animal World for more amazing wildlife journeys. See you next time.